My name is Ashley Collins, aka the Onto Dragons. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. So, I'm sure that you're probably going to call me something else by the end of this video. Feel free to call me Auntie Ruckus. People do it all the time. It doesn't hurt my feelings anymore because words are wind, which is kind of playing into what we're going to be discussing in this video. I'm sure you have heard the new song from Kanye West. Hitler, can't say it because I don't want to get this video taken down, even though I don't get monetized. Like, I feel like, okay, YouTube, if you're listening, which I'm sure that you are, I feel like if you don't get monetized, what's the point in taking videos down, especially if I only get like 2 views? Anyway, so if you haven't heard the song yet, feel free to hit pause. It's still available on YouTube. I think the music video is still available as well. But I want to talk about the hidden message behind the song, and now about the controversy of just those words. From my point of view, Kanye has always been on the edge, you know, like emotionally and lyrically, right? And I think that when he says, got all of this money and I still can't see my children, he's pointing out that you can't take anything else away from me. You've taken my children, you've taken my manhood, you've taken my artistry. This is my rock bottom, and you can't take anything else away from me. So I'm just going to say that I'm the villain. And I also think that it's a commentary of how we use words to manipulate and hurt people. And they've been doing this for decades, right? Hollywood, the music industry, they took the N-word, right? And they said, oh, only I can say it. You can't. And if you say it, then I'm going to villainize you. And it's like, okay, then I'll be the villain. I'll play the villain. I'll play the stupid role in your imaginary world. And they've continuously done that because there are certain words and certain phrases that we're not allowed to say. But we say it in the privacy of our own home. We say it in our heads. But if I say it out loud to you, then it's evil. But I can make money off of this. And I'm such a saint. Worship me. You see how we started we've always done this. We've always idolized and worshiped these people who are just people. They're your average everyday Joe. Why are we worshiping them and idolizing them? I think it was a very clever play on words, how he said, I'm not saying any ERs, YouTube, don't take me down. I think it's very clever how he said Twitter, Ninja, Hitler. I think that was extremely clever because it's like, you know what he's implying. We all know it. And if you don't get it, message me, I'll break it down for you. You're not allowed to say the ER, but if you put an A on it, it's cool. You're allowed to do that. I just think that it's very musically clever, especially in an age where I listen to this one guy. I'll put it in the comments. I forgot his name, but I listen to him every day, and he reviews the top 10 songs for the week, for the month, etc., etc. And he's been pointing out how he's getting bored doing these reviews because every song sounds the same. It has that same rhythmic pattern where it sounds like you're at a disco, and then you have the auto-tune, and it's like, if this is your first time watching me, you don't know me really. I don't listen to current music. I listen to a lot of classics. I listen to a lot of musical theater. I love the classic Disney. I don't like this present tense Disney at all. I think it's trash. But that's my style of music. Like I like to hear that crescendo in songs. I like to hear that emotion in the artist's voice. And right now it just sounds like, oh my God, I was listening to something from, what's her name? The redheaded girl, Ice Spice. God, talk about talentless. Why is she famous? Like, it offends me, someone who went to school for this, and it's like, how did you get famous? Did I sleep with the wrong people? That sounded bad. That was mean. Women hating other women. Okay, black fatigue. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this. Okay, so if you haven't heard, there's a new phrase going around called black fatigue, where people are tired, not of black people, but it's usually the usual suspects, right? They're tired of the ratchet hood rat behavior, and they're also tired of being blamed for something that no one was alive for. You know? Like, I was talking to one of my friends today, who is a very kind gentleman, so I was very startled when he said this. But how like, we're not free in America. Pretty sure you own a car. Pretty sure you have an apartment. Pretty sure you have food in your fridge. How are you not free? Oh, what chains do you have on you? You hate your job? Just quit your job. What chains do you have on you? You don't like to smile at people? No one's forcing you to smile at people. And I've been trying to research this, of how this started, of black people just whining and complaining on the internet, and it just keeps going viral. But it keeps going because people like, what's that douchebag's name? You guys know who I'm talking about, that idiot. And people like Charlemagne the God, which is like, why are you calling yourself a god when you're not? You're an idiot. And we all know that he's an idiot. Even Andrew Schultz points it out to him. I don't know why he still hangs out with him. He is so beneath his caliber. You have these politicians who are like protesting, and it's like, pretty sure you just made $1 million paycheck, bro. But you're a slave. You're the one who's in charge. So if anything, you are the master. But I do feel as if DEI is dying, thankfully. And I think there would be massive bad consequences as a result. Because think about it. God, why am I yelling at you? Sorry, I don't mean to yell at you. I haven't recorded in a while. This feels good. Think about it, though. What if you, unbeknownst to you, was a DEI hire? And since they're getting rid of the DEI programs, have you thought to yourself, what if they let you go? And then when you ask them, they're going to put a swing on it and say, oh, we no longer need your services. This is going to backfire in such a negative way. And for me, it kind of hurts my feelings. Because I know I'm not stupid. I was born, but I wasn't born yesterday. I know that a lot of the roles that I got in plays and on film sets was because I'm a black woman. I remember once, and I pinch myself every time I think about this. In an acting class I had in college, my professor asked, do you think anyone other than a black woman could direct for colored girls? And I said, no, they better not. God, I was such an angry college student. I think that the most qualified person, yes, should be hired for any role. And black fatigue, actually, I think Obama was the one who started it. This unnecessary hatred towards white people. And it just started to boil over more and more. But I think that people like the Officer Tatum, Candace Owens, heck, even Joe Rogan are slowly trying to bring us back to some normalcy. And I say this all the time. It's 2025. Is it 2025, 2026? I don't know. I'm tired. Thank you for your service, by the way. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for allowing me this day off. But I think that in 2025, could we stop living in 1820? Could we stop living in 1616? Like, we should have flying cars right now. You know? Like, we are so fixated on the past that we're not focused on progressing right now. Um, the South African president, let me start that over again. The African president trying to unalive the white farmers, or just the farmers in general. And people keep saying, oh, that's not real. He literally made a song. He made a rap song saying unalive the farmers. To unalive. And people are like, oh, that's not a real thing. He's literally on video multiple times, and people are chanting this. And you guys say you want to go back to the motherland. Go deal with that. I hope they willfully take you. And then, when you need food, when you need resources, don't come begging on America's door. Ask right up there. You know, you're right next to Europe. Ask Spain. You know, ask them for help. You know, ask your other neighbors. Ask Australia for help. But you don't go around making a song talking about unaliving your farmers and then saying that we don't need any other people to help us. See how that works out for you in 10 years. I was saying the other day how, like, even Egyptians don't consider themselves Africans. They call themselves Egyptians. What was that one comedian who was talking about how Cleopatra was such an awful idea, that stupid Jada Pinkett film. God, she's insufferable, isn't she? I was talking with my friend today saying how I'm scared to pray out loud. Even every morning, I pray in my head, which I know there's no wrong way to pray, but why am I ashamed of my religion? You're probably thinking, oh, because what Christians have done in the past. No, it's not that. I think it's the lack of religion, which is why we're so broken now. At work, it happened very slowly, but I've started saying, I work in a call center. Yeah, I know, it's so exciting. But I've slowly developed a habit of saying, God bless you. I hope you have a blessed weekend. And a couple of times I even prayed with a couple of my customers. I think we should start doing that again. Start praying with one another. And not being afraid to say, God bless you, and I love you. We don't have to shove Jesus down people's throats. I know that we all believe something different, but we all know one God. So I'm going to start not being lazy and getting on my knees and praying, and also start doing ab work, because eating one too many public sandwiches. What do you guys think? Do you think that we should bring back more love and understanding and good music? And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Ciao. Oh, God bless you. Have a fantastic week. And hold the door open for a stranger this week. Bye.